Hey tubers, Bart coming at you with mail day. First, this is my first video outside of the submission reveal, which I wanted to keep focused on that since Hobby Palooza, so I wanted to give that a shout out. Good times were had by all. I think it was pretty cool. Mike, baseball collector, put that on. I even think it was better because it was a hobby-centric thing. The folks that were in on that were hobby people. We were talking hobby stuff. We were talking enjoyment and camaraderie and the thrill of the chase for cards and stuff like that. Because at the same time, Sports Card Investor was making videos, or I forget what he called it, Investor Con or something like that, but doing basically the same thing at the same time. But it was all just straight up how to flip something, turn this into that, or whatever. I tried to go with an open mind. I subscribed to him, but I don't watch any of his videos anymore. But I just like to see what topic or headline he throws out there just to keep track of the hobby or whatever. But I watched for the second night first because I missed the first night for about 40 minutes, and then he finally said something like, "Oh, I had one. This is one of my." He introduced somebody, and it was like, "This is one of my directors here at Sports Card Investor," and I'm like, "You have more than one director?" Like, so it's just such a hype machine or whatever, and it's just not pure enough for me on the hobby side, because that's what this provides me. To each their own, and plenty of folks want to do that, but it just ain't for me type of thing. But I did in earnest go back to the first day and pretty much watch the entire thing outside of two segments that were just straight up sales videos. I just fast forwarded those, but I enjoyed the Hobby Palooza. I think it's a good thing. I almost think we don't need to wait every year to do that or something like that. Maybe a quarterly or semi-annual will be pretty cool as well. But I thought that was cool. So shout out to everybody who participated in that. I know, a lot of the connectivity things and took some grief over there. I am one of the guilty parties there. Kid you not, online with Mike and the gang 20 minutes prior, we're shooting the shit, going over what's going over with the show. 1 minute prior to going live, power goes out in the house. Like, how does that even go down? It was the whole neighborhood or something like that, because eventually when I figured out it was bigger than just my house, and so I'm not playing with circuit breakers and something like that, I jumped in the car and mooched the Wi-Fi at McDonald's. But even at the end of the neighborhood, the stoplight was completely out, and you just had to fly across the intersection without getting T-boned or something. So crazy stuff, but I was a guilty party in that as well. It wasn't my Wi-Fi per se, but obviously without power I can't have Wi-Fi. But thanks everybody for the patience on that in that video. And I wasn't the only one, I guess, that had some issues over the weekend. But I did post a video I guess posted this morning, finally finalized. I shot it yesterday, but I showed this, and I just realized it got mislabeled, and I didn't catch it when they do the review. I kept thinking, I was like, why would I have submitted one of those NFL playoff cards? Because there is a series of those. That's a real card, and I'm pretty sure it's the same exact numbering as this one, and this label would have matched an out of 25 of that card, just like this is out of 25. And so I was just like, how did that get into that pile? Because I have several of those. I have like that of the silver one and whatever. And so it seemed like a reasonable card, but I definitely put National Treasures on the submission sheet. So I did get a mislabel out of that. So my bad, because if I can't even screen the 15 when they tell me to screen it, like, I got no hope for these bulk subs. But it is tough because it's hard to just go line by line. It's much easier to just look through pictures of cards and match it up with the label. But I don't have the cards anymore when I send them off to them, and they ask me that. So it's tough to remember all of those things. But I'll publicly outcast myself for that and just give a reminder that we should do that, because we all know how much of a pain it is to send those back in. But mail day started out with a banger. Picked up. I saw these on the rise in general. Obviously, I went low end because I just want it for display and things like that. Not going to a specific set or anything I'm doing, but Willie Mays from 54, looking great. PSA 2, real happy with it. It's just one of those cards. It's like, you probably never find a way to get rid of it. You just want to keep it forever or give it to a kid someday or whatever. So real happy with that. Centering not too bad. It does have a little bit more snow-ish, I guess, on the face than I expected or that I saw in the picture, but I'm still pretty happy with it. New lighthouse label and everything else. Iconic classic set there with 54, so real happy with that. Got a Steve Young shine in there. It's a PWCC win. Row 2 from Flair Showcase in 97. Row 2 counts as the base card in that set, so doing his basic set registry, and picked up one of the more difficult ones with this, so pretty happy with that. Some randos here. Allen and Ginter. Set this one up as a nationals display right now, so I put some Allen and Ginters out, and I like to have rookie slabbed of Allen and Ginter. His stuff is way overpriced right now. The hype machine is starting to get real as everybody's just buying everything. It's like he's not been consistent. He's had some supreme flares of greatness here and there, especially in the outfield, but ain't put nothing significant enough for me to buy his, Allen and Ginter PSA 10 for like 40 bucks or something. So just picked up a nice variation there. Actually, that's not a variation. That's just his 2019, so second year Allen and Ginter. But really dig Allen and Ginters. Shout out to Mike-O for getting me into those, but that's what that row is right there. And then Allen and Ginter, like stars from previous years' teams, is down below. I don't know the rarity of these. They ain't too common. I don't know if these are 1 per box or something like that, but Prestige Heroes from 2020. We've got 2 guys in this set. We got Kittle and Raheem Mostert. Since it's not 3 or more, it's not like a little set I want to do or anything like that. I just like the card enough to pick the one Kittle up there. Then yesterday got 4 Topps Project 2020s in at the same time, and they came in these little bags, which is a new thing. Also came in the black box, wrapped in bubble wrap, so it didn't change there, but for whatever reason, tossed in these baggies. And I dig it. Maybe they got some feedback that like we're all getting our crap returned from shiesty eBay buyers for scratches and stuff, so they took one extra step for us. Prevent scratches? I don't know. I'd like to, think optimistically on that. But this one's a Joshua Vidas, number 98. I love the Jackie Robinsons. I love anything Jackie Robinson. I'm not huge on Joshua Vidas, but this one is just so true to the classic look and everything that I was definitely digging it, and I really am going after the Jackies fairly exclusively. There's a couple I don't like and just didn't pick up, but for the most part, I'm going to get them all. At the time, I thought I was digging Andrew Theo, but his last couple cards are just getting so busy that it just doesn't translate to a card, I think if you put this in a full-size painting or something, it would just be so tremendous if you were able to look it up on the wall. But in a little 3x5 card or whatever, or not even that big, whatever, 2.5 by 3.5 or something that cards are, it's not translating to me very well. So do like the little All-Star trophy, well done there, but not digging the style too much. I have not picked up very many Blake Jamesons. I like his art, but it just doesn't stand out enough to me. But this one definitely did. The Mike Trout, obviously, it's, the pose and everything is just so iconic for this generation of collecting. But I don't know. I sold on that giant rookie symbol too. I just thought it was clean. So digging that. And then I'd forgotten I picked this one up because now I passed on a couple of Tyson Becks that would look good with this. But did get the Sandy, and I really wanted this one because I wanted a vertical Sandy to make sure there was one in there, because I'm just not a horizontal card guy. I've said that before. And then let's see, we got a couple. This is after this one, it's all COMC. I picked up this from 2000 Pacific private stock. Pretty decent looking card. Not gem, but I might be able to eke out a 9. So we'll be happy to send that one. Never seen it, so when I see a card that I've never seen before, it entices me to make the pickup as long as it's decently priced. But this is my next little side set of pickups here. Is I'm going to try to get the 94s are just out of the range, and there's actually more players from the team in 95. So 95 finest refractor. Got the Stubblefield, the Ken Norton, and the Merton Hanks. So I'll get a couple more of those and peel some labels off. Been wanting this one for a while. It technically is a Cubbies card. Yeah. If you can't read that, you can at least tell it doesn't say Nationals. But Alfonso Soriano, one of 4 dudes to get 40 steals and 40 home runs in a season, and this is a picture of that event because the steals came in after the 40 home run plateau was already hit. He had 46 homers, 95 RBI that season, and 41 stolen bases. So he came close about 5 or 6 years prior to that. We had 39 homers and like 43 stolen bases or something like that. So super close, but one of 4 folks to do that. And while I like the other folks, he is the only one that doesn't have any implications of steroids with it, because it's Bonds, A-Rod, and Canseco as the other guys. So pretty cool, and that is the gold version there, Upper Deck first edition. 2013 Panini Black. This is the 10th player. You can't really see it. It's that. No, it's right here. Yeah, these row guys here. 10 different, starters, star players of us in one set, subset. I think that's just awesome. They're just purely for display. So this one's out of $3.99, which is the base one. I'm trying to get out of the 25s, but since it's purely for display and not worth really anything, I'm not spending the good bucks on. Some people are asking for the 25s, but they look really cool. And to have that many different players of one time period on your team depicted in a set is pretty sweet. And then finish the rainbow here of 2018 Panini XR. Got the Sherm. 18 just looks great with the giant logo in the back. So we got that's the red out of $2.99. I had to look at it for a second. The red and the orange are slightly close, especially on the eBay listings. But the orange is out of $99. And the blue, $1.99. And I already showed previous week or 2 ago the purple, and I had the gold already from about a year or 2. So nice little 5-card rainbow there. And I don't think I see anything else sitting in front of me, so that's what I got for you. Yeah, it seems like I'm seeing a lot of return submission videos and stuff like that lately, so maybe that's a good sign. Things are popping out or whatever, but keep collecting. Thanks for watching. Later.